Jack, you mentioned your injury occurred some years ago in 1987, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's 26 years ago, right? Yep.
And what was the initial trauma like for you when it occurred?
Of course, when it occurred, the first thought was, oh no, I was a high level amateur cyclist at the time, and that was pretty much my life. That was my identity, and who I was, and
Huh.
you lose a limb, and it's like, okay, that's kind of my identity. It's what I do. How am I going to get back to that? And initially, it's a lot of disbelief, and no, this can't really be happening. Certainly, they should be able to fix my leg. It shouldn't be a problem, with the surgeries that can be performed. But after about a week trying to rehabilitate a limb that turned out that it was not going to be any good to me for going on with the rest of my life, they did the amputation. But it gave me a little bit of time to kind of adjust to it. I had an opportunity to talk to some people and really come to grips with the fact that what life was going to be like starting off again as an amputee.
And when you say come to grips with that fact, what were you coming to grips with? That your life would never be the same, that it'd be hard to become what you were doing beforehand as a cyclist? Like, were you pessimistic, optimistic, hopeful, despairing? What went through your mind during that time period?
Well, of course, in the beginning, I absolutely had no idea. I didn't know what was going to happen. I became aware of some technology that was out there and thought, well, okay, maybe I'll be able to get on and be able to get back to doing certain things. I had no idea, what kind of world would be opened up to me as an amputee and as a amputee athlete.
Okay. So let's talk about that world that opened up to you.
Yeah, I initially went back into cycling and actually ran my first, rode my first cycling race less than 9 months after I lost my leg. And I didn't win, but I certainly beat a lot of people with two good legs. So that was a good thing, obviously. But as I actually went to work for a company doing physical therapy, and some physical therapists there were trying to get me into doing triathlons as they were. And I said, no, really, I'm a cyclist. I'm not a runner. And I was coaching them in cycling. But they convinced me one time to go out and do after pestering me, go out and do a 2-mile fun run. And I figured, well, 2 miles, fun run, this is going to be great. No problem. Well, it was 2 miles, but it wasn't a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting the right equipment, and the technology that there is today is just amazing. I've actually run 5 marathons as an amputee, never ran more than 2 miles before I lost my leg. And I've also become a coach for Team in Training, Leukemia Society, taught able-bodied folks how to run marathons now. So I've kind of come full circle with the running. And I tell people I started off as an amputee that was a runner, and I became a runner who happened to be an amputee.
And now you work for a company that actually designs prosthetics.
Yes.
How do you get involved with that? Was that by just luck? Did you look at the maker of the prosthetic you were wearing and say, hey, this is a good one, I'm going to go work for those guys? Or was it something that you sought out?
It really was. It came from my heart. I had the opportunity to pretty much go back to school and choose what I wanted to do. Prosthetics gave me my life back. I knew that I wanted to go into working in that field at some level. Become certified as a prosthetic orthotic assistant. I've done patient care. I've made the limbs. I've helped to develop them. I've certainly wear all of our prototypes that we have as we're developing new products going down the line. And so I tell people sometimes I got into the field by accident.